Hey guys, so Eric and Lyle Menendez are going to show up in court November 29th of this year for some possible good news. Their sentence might be commuted. The DA has brought forth evidence from the Menudo band members that have also been violated by their father, who they unalived. Because Eric and Lyle, unless you've been sleeping under a rock somewhere for the past 30 years, they have been in prison for unaliving their parents. But let's take a look at what's going to happen for them because, they've really gotten the short end of the stick in the justice system. Okay, the first chart we're going to look at is Lyle's on November 29th. Lyle is a Capricorn sun, and it looks like Venus will make an exact conjunction with his MC and his Capricorn sun. That is really good news, guys. That means that there's going to be a favorable impression of Lyle in the collective. There's also a freedom there from his father, because people who have Capricorn suns that are on the MC are especially connected to the father energy. So that Venus there is that divine feminine softening, if you will, so that he can finally take charge of his life. That Venus is also going to make a sextile to Neptune over there in Scorpio in his seventh house, which is legal agreements. So this is going to feel like a dream come true, especially with Moon that day in Scorpio conjunction his Neptune in his seventh house. It's like he feels like wish fulfillment, like thank goodness he's finally getting his justice, and he's been waiting for it for a very, very long time. Chiron making a conjunction with his north node in the 12th. A lot of times when people have a north node in the 12th house, they have to suffer some kind of confinement. And that Aries tells me, it's from a lot of punishment that he did not deserve. So with that Chiron conjunction on his north node, it's like he's finally going to have freedom from that confinement that he did not deserve. Transiting north node also on his Saturn over in the 12th house. So that's, once again, that's his father. So it's like he has this freedom from his father in his unconscious, and not only in his unconscious, but in the confinement where his father was trying to confine them. If you guys watch the movie or know anything about them, his father was trying to confine both him and his brother, like to trap them. When it comes to Lyle, we are going to look at his Sagittarius stellium right here down in the fourth house. So the fourth house represents family. It's really interesting that the sun will be in a conjunction because his birthday is days before, this sentencing really, or the sentencing hearing. And this is like practically a birthday gift for him. Vertex on his Neptune in his fourth house. This is a gift for him to finally feel at home, feel released. Perfect Mercury conjunction at that 22nd degree, which is a very divisive degree. So he's able to finally feel free in his home. So I don't feel like he's going to be in a jail cell for very much longer after this. I really feel like they're going to commute the sentencing. Also, let's go ahead and take a look right here in his eighth house. I feel like Eric dealt with the brunt of the violation, and I did not watch the film, but I am familiar with a lot of what happened with them, because Eric has Chiron in the eighth house in Aries, which does speak to, and it says 6. So it's like that violation started when he was around 6 years old, unfortunately. That north node at 6 degrees is on his Chiron, which is interesting because Lyle has the flip. He has the Chiron on his north node, and Eric has transiting north node as Chiron in the 8th. So there is like this complete death and rebirth there of his Chiron wound on that specific day. Uranus right there, really close to his MC. It's coming closer to his MC. It's between his MC and his Saturn in his 9th house. So I feel like he's able to finally have that freedom that he desires. We also have transiting moon that day, that moon in Scorpio, almost exactly on his moon. So he's having his lunar return. He's having a solar return very close to the day because he was born in the 27th of November. And that moon is right on his Jupiter. So that's really going to make him feel good. It's going to make him feel like he could finally tell his dark story with that Scorpio in the 3rd house.